This is Ezekiel 33 and 33. And when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come, then shall they know that a prophet hath been among them. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahawashi, Ba'ashem HaKadosh. Double honor to the apostles and the elder bishops at Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect. I'm going to read this again. Ezekiel 33 and 33. And when this cometh to pass, and what is going to come to pass? The prophecies that are written in the scriptures. Okay, the prophecies that we've been preaching from the rooftops, okay, for years now, beginning first and foremost with the apostles and elder bishops at Great Millstone. Okay, all the words that's in this book is going to come to pass. All right. It says, and when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Okay, it ain't the prophecy is going to come to pass, but okay, the prophecy is going to come to pass if this happens. Nah, it's going to come to pass. Okay, and we see it coming to pass. The specific prophecy that I'm talking about is the MOTB. Okay, which GMS, we're the main preachers of that prophecy. Okay, we're the main ones warning you, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans about this prophecy coming to pass. Okay, about Esau Edom instituting this. Okay, and what it really signifies. All right, it ain't just something that Esau Edom is going to put inside of you. You are pledging allegiance to this satanic kingdom that Esau Edom is trying to set up down here on the earth. Okay, you are disavowing the covenant that you made with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahawashi and siding with his enemy. Okay, it says, then shall they know that a prophet hath been among them. Then you're going to know and understand that we was truly sent by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahawashi. Okay, and this prophecy of the MOTB, the mark of the beast, the Charagma, is speaking loud and clear, man. Okay, I got this article that I want to go into, but let me bring this out first. All right. And all you Israelites out there playing games, and you it's time to pick a side. Okay, you're going to be forced to pick a side anyway when this deal goes down. But if you trying to be on the side of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahawashi, you better make your decision quickly, man. All right, because time is short. All right, they're talking about they want to roll this thing out by 2026. That's next year. Okay, this is the book of Habakkuk 2 and 3, or Salakia 2, and I started 1. It says, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower. So we are the watchmen. Okay, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahawashi has set us up to watch over you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and give you the word from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahawashi to warn you of the things that are getting ready to come down here upon the earth. Okay, because them instituting the MOTB, okay, it's synonymous with the hour of temptation. It's also synonymous with the time of Jacob's trouble, where this damn devil moves to exterminate you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans from off the face of the earth. All right. And we warning you that this thing is coming down the pipeline. All right. We are right around the corner from this thing being implemented. Okay. And it's clear to see. All right. But our people, they're still lost in the sauce, man. They got their head in the clouds. They think everything is all good. All right. But like we read in Ezekiel, you're going to know that a prophet of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahawashi was sent to you. Okay. You're going to know and understand that you were warned by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahawashi that this thing was going to take place. Okay. It says, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower and will watch to see what he will say unto me and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahawashi answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables. Now the vision is talking about the prophecies. Okay, the prophecy that we're talking about specifically here is the MOTB. All right, which we sound like a broken record here at Great Millstone concerning this prophecy, man. And the reason why we go into it so much is because of the relevance that it has. Okay, and the great significance that it has if you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans take it. All right, this ain't just some new technology, okay, or like a new cell phone that come out, you know, or some new features in a car. Okay, if you get this, you're done. All right, and it's going to be mandatory. All right, this damn devil's going to write legislation, which the scriptures talk about that too. Okay, him writing this into law and making it mandatory that you receive this. Okay, so you ain't going to have no choice. It ain't going to be, well, oh, you know, I don't want this, so I can opt out, but I'm going to still live my life the same way. No, you're going to have to pick a side. Okay, you either with Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, you either for righteousness, okay, or you gonna side with this world. Okay, which the majority of our people, they're gonna side with this world, they're gonna side with Esau, Edom, and Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is gonna put you to death. Okay, so you have been warned. All right, if you take the Charagma, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is going to destroy you. All right. It says, in the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. Okay, and that's what we did. We heard these prophecies and we ran and started speaking. Okay, we're passing that message along. All right, whether you hear or forbear, that's up to you. Okay, we can't force anybody to hearken to the words of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, but we can warn you. And once you've been warned, the decision that you make concerning this MOTB, concerning the mark of the beast, okay, concerning the RFID microchip that's going to be made mandatory that you get implanted in your body, that's on you. Whatever decision you make, it's on you. Okay, but just know Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai will destroy you if you take that. All right. It says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. See, the vision, the reason why it didn't come to pass when Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai spake of it in the past is because it wasn't time for it to come to pass. Okay, but that doesn't mean that the prophecies are false. Okay, that doesn't mean that Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is lying. Just because it didn't happen when you thought it would happen. Just because it didn't happen when the Heavenly Father immediately spake it. Okay, all the words of the Heavenly Father got to come to pass as soon as it comes out of his mouth. It don't work like that. Okay, there's certain things that you say that don't happen, or you don't make good on it as soon as it comes out of your mouth. All right, you might promise something to your child. Okay, does that mean you got to do it in that instance? No. All right, as long as you do it, then your word is good. Okay, and the same thing applies to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, it says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry, and it is here now. Okay, this is a major step towards the implementation of the Charagma. Okay, let's bring this article out, which your brother sent this on the thread here. Okay, and this is from biometricupdate.com. Okay, this came out July 18, 2025. Okay, the title reads, Mexico makes a biometric identifier mandatory for all citizens. Okay, one step closer to the Charagma. Okay, it says Mexico has officially introduced a digital identification system by signing a law that turned the previously optional biometric-based citizen code into a mandatory document for all citizens. And just like that, that's how the Charagma is going to be made mandatory. Okay, when they initially roll it out, it's going to be something that you can opt into. All right, well, yeah, see, you can get it or you don't have to get it. You know, it's up to you. All right, just like with this, the Real ID. Okay, or you don't have to get it. There's other forms that you can get, you know, to ride a plane, or there's other documents that you can use to get through, you know, the security check at the airport. All right, but they can make it mandatory tomorrow. They can just write a law, and who's gonna stop them? Okay, who's gonna tell them that that law is unconstitutional? First of all, for it even to be declared unconstitutional, you gotta go to court. Okay, in that time they can do whatever they want. Okay, they can do away with the court system. All right. It says Mexico has officially introduced a digital identification system by signing a law that turned the previously optional biometric citizen code into a mandatory document for all citizens. And just like that, okay, that's how the Charagma is going to be made mandatory. It's going to be optional at first, and they're going to change it. Okay, everybody has to get this. We ain't playing games no more. Then if you don't want to get it, they're going to start arresting you. They're going to start locking you up. Okay, you're going to get taken to these concentration camps, man. Alligator, Alcatraz, and then some. Guantanamo. Okay, it says last month, legislators approved amendments to a law related to the 18-character personal identifier known as Unique Population Registry Code. Okay, Clave Única de Registro de Población. Okay, or CURP. With the change formalized on Wednesday through a decree. Okay, the mandatory CURP will contain personal and biometric information including a photograph and a QR code containing biometric fingerprint and iris data. Okay, which this is a key component to them instituting the Charagma. Okay, because all your information is going to be on that chip. Okay, but what really ties you into the system is them linking your identity to these numbers, these different cards, this information that's going to be on there. Okay, what they really want is your face. Okay, personal identifiers, things that you can't change, like your eyes. Okay, the shape of your eyes, everybody's eye is unique. Okay, your fingerprints, your speech, all right, your face. And they want to tie that to your wallet. Once they do that, once they issue the digital wallet and they couple it with the digital ID, it's over. Okay, they got complete control over you. And they're going to put that on the Charagma. Okay, now everything is all tied together. All right. And once they, put your identity to your digital wallet, okay, they got complete control over you. The other stuff, it don't really matter. Okay, your medical records and all that, your driver's license. The main thing that they need, okay, to have complete control over you is tying your purchasing power to your identity. Okay, because as soon as that happens, now they can locate you. They can look at all your purchases. They can shut you off if they want to. You specifically. Okay, or this individual, John Doe, okay, well, he's trying to purchase this. Well, let's stop that transaction. Okay, or this individual, they made this amount of money. Well, they owe us back taxes, or they owe us for some violation or something. Well, let's take that from them. Or they want to pay their rent. Well, they're not authorized to live in this unit. Okay, so let's deny their rent payment. Or they're speaking up against the government. Let's cut their access to their funds off. Okay, you can see where this is going, man. It says the identifier is expected to be introduced gradually to all Mexicans by February 2026. And that's the same thing that they want to do over here. They want to implement these CBDCs, okay, by 2026. And how about Shimmy Shai? I'm going to do another video on that. Okay, there's this video that I was watching where Esau Edom is basically going to set it up to where these people clamor and beg him for a CBDC with that Genius Act that they just passed. Okay, that's going to cause so much chaos out here, okay, with all these coins that these people, they're going to beg for stability. All right, they're going to literally beg the government to fix this problem. Okay, and the government is going to come in with their CBDCs. All right, it's all, everything is going according to plan, man. All right. But really, everything's going according to the plan of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, because he's the one that's orchestrating this thing. He's the one that's bringing the Charagma. Okay, he's just using Esau Edom to do it. It says the government has also allowed the consolidation of the citizen codes into a single identity platform that will be connected to other state databases and administrative records. Okay, and it's easy for, these countries to, share their information, all this information with one central computer located somewhere on the earth. Okay, so basically you're going to get ready to become a world citizen, man. And it's all going to be tied to the Charagma. It says, according to the decree, the Ministry of Interior and the Digital Transformation Agency must create a unified identity platform within 90 days. While public and private institutions will be required to update their systems to recognize the identifier. The country also has plans to kickstart a national program to collect biometric data from children and adolescents within 120 days, according to news outlet Mexico Business. Okay, it says CURP raises surveillance suspicions, which that's what this is all about. They want to track and trace you wherever you go. Okay. They want to keep tabs on you, man. They want to control your movements. And the main way that they control your movements is by controlling your funds. Okay, if you don't got money, you can't make no moves out here. All right. It says the first CURP was issued in 1996, allowing both citizens and residents to use it in tax filings, company records, schools, passport applications, and other government services. The biometric version of the code began rollout at the beginning of 2025. Privacy advocates, however, have viewed the introduction of mandatory biometric ID with suspicion, raising concerns that CERP will lead to surveillance and data security issues. And this is a surveillance tool. Okay, this damn devil, he has said that he wants to be like the Heavenly Father. The Most High knows all your whereabouts. He knows where you're getting ready to go. Okay, he knows everything that you have ever done and the things that you're getting ready to do. Esau wants to play that role down here on the earth. Okay, so he wants to look at, your purchasing history. Okay, or another thing that's going to be tied to this Charagma is your internet searches. Okay, or, you use Google Maps. Okay, you star certain places that you want to go to, or your location is on and it tags you on its own that you're in this place. Okay, if you ever use Google Maps, you looked up a certain restaurant or, a location, it'll tell you how busy that place is. And the way it's able to tell you that is because all these people are connected to Google Maps and their location is on. Okay, so if it's busier than usual, well, everybody is there and Google's reading their location information. Okay, to tell you whether or not, this place is packed or not. Okay, so these damn devils, they're going to be able to track you specifically in that same manner, but your name is going to be attached to it. Okay. With the phone, anybody can have your phone. Okay. But if you got the Charagma and your digital ID is attached to it, they know specifically where you are on the earth at any given time. Okay. And they will use the places you frequent, okay, the things that you like against you, okay, to get you to acquiesce to what they want you to do. It says the new law, for instance, does not require authorities to inform citizens when their data is viewed or accessed. This puts us in a massive surveillance ecosystem with no provisions to identify wrong use of data, data breaches, identity theft, or acts of corruption. And you ain't gonna have no rights in the New World Order. Okay? They're gonna be able to search you anytime they want to, seize you at any time they want to. Okay, you ain't gonna have no constitutional rights. That's gonna be done away with. All right, you either obey or you get punished. It says, said Jose Flores, director of digital rights group R3D, told Context News, the CERP or CERP could also allow Mexico to establish data sharing agreements with other countries. I just mentioned that. Okay, setting up this database, it'll be easy for them to exchange information. Okay, and we know that these damn devils, they want a global identification or global database of their citizens. Okay, so each and every individual, they're gonna have this Charagma. It's gonna be connected to this system, and this system is gonna be connected to another system. So they're gonna know where you are. They're gonna know what you're doing. All right, wherever you are on the earth, they're gonna have complete control of it. They can shut your Charagma off, man. These damn devils want world domination. They want everybody on the earth to receive one of these things, man. Okay, which is the reason why they setting it up like this. It says CERP could also allow Mexico to establish data sharing agreements with other countries, including a deportation deal with U.S. law enforcement agencies. Rights groups such as Article 19 believe that the ID will give intelligence services access to data without restrictions or transparency. Mexico's national security agencies such as the National Intelligence Center and the National Guard are among the government bodies that will gain access to the biometric data. The government says that the misuse of sensitive data, including biometrics, is regulated by existing data privacy laws, which that don't mean nothing. Okay, the laws can change, and these elites, they don't give a damn about no laws. Okay, how many unconstitutional laws have been passed here in America? Okay, that nobody is talking about. The Supreme Court, they don't even want to hear the case. Okay, because they're on the payroll. So this don't matter. Okay, there's already regulations that's established. That means nothing. All right. It says a wiretap can only be approved by a judge according to the Constitution and the law. Mexico President Claudia Sheinbaum said at the beginning of July, which she's so-called, she's a small hat. All right. It says the unified identity platform will be able to connect to the National Registry of Missing and Unlocated Persons and the National Forensic Database, allowing the country to combat the alarming trend of disappearances, according to the government. That's how they're going to get you. Okay, they're going to tell you that this thing is beneficial for you, it's going to help you, but really there's a very nefarious purpose for them instituting this thing, just like with the Charagma. They're going to tell you, oh, this is the brand new, technology. It's going to make your life safer. It's going to make your life more convenient, but really, this thing is being rolled out for you to forsake Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay? So let's bring this out, and then we'll hit a few more scriptures and we'll close it out. But as you can see, man, we're moving closer and closer to that time. All right? And if you playing games, hey, you're going to get caught out there. Okay, this is the book of Ezekiel 12, and I'll start at 26. It says, Son of man, behold, they of the house of Israel say, the vision that he seeth is for many days to come. And that's what a lot of our people say. Okay, Jacob's trouble, that's going to happen years from now. Some of y'all still don't believe that the Charagma is the RFID microchip. Okay, which you're going to be proven wrong very soon. Okay, and when this thing gets rolled out, when they make it mandatory, you ain't going to know what to do. All right? Because you're going to have it in your mind. This ain't the mark of the beast. The mark of the beast is sleeping with white woman. As long as I stay away from them white woman, I'm good. It says, Son of man, behold, they of the house of Israel say, the vision that he seeth is for many days to come. And he prophesied of times that are far off. Oh, that Jacob's trouble, that ain't coming for years. It's going to come when my kids grow up. I got time to do what I want. Well, let's see. Okay, let's see about that, man. It says, therefore say unto them, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai power, there shall none of my words be prolonged anymore. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai ain't playing no more games, man. First of all, the time has already been sped up for the elect's sake. Okay, on top of that, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is speeding up the time even more because you niggas like talking shit. Okay, and now we at the point to where we at now. And this thing it's going to be rolled out rapidly. Okay, the next thing you know, you're going to hear on the news, oh, they're getting microchipped. Okay, people are getting microchipped. There's a new law that has been passed. It's optional right now. Okay, you don't have to get it if you don't want to, but this is a new system that's being rolled out. Okay, and then the next thing you know, it's going to be made mandatory. Then what you niggas going to do, man? You going to bow down to the so-called white man. It says, therefore say unto them, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai power, there shall none of my words be prolonged anymore. But the word which I have spoken shall be done, saith the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, and it's getting ready to be 100% fulfilled. All right? The digital ID is the next step to the issuance of the Charagma, okay? Once they implement that, the Charagma is right around the corner because they need the digital ID coupled with your digital wallet to have control over you, okay? This is the book of Revelation 13 and 16. It says, and he calls it all. Okay, when you look at this word, calls it up, the word there is poeo, which means to authorize. Okay, so just like Mexico wrote that law, okay, and then they amended it more recently, the same thing is going to happen. Okay, a law is going to be passed, and it's going to be passed in every country. Okay, it ain't just going to be Mexico that's going to pass this law. It ain't just going to be the United States that passes this law. It ain't just going to be these different European nations. Every nation down here on the earth will write the same legislation. You got to get this Charagma. Okay, you see what's happening with the digital ID? They just made it mandatory. It's mandatory in other places of the world as well. Okay, India has a digital ID. Okay, that you gotta get that. All right, so you see what's going on. Okay, and if you can't see it, the reason why you can't see it is because Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai wants to destroy you. All right. It says, and he calls it all. So everybody down here on the earth is going to be subject to this legislation that he's going to roll out. Okay, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And that mark is talking about the mark of the beast. Okay, the microchip that this damn devil plans on implanting in you. Okay, whether it be in your hand or in your head. The neural link, that's the Charagma as well. Okay. It says to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark. And that's where the control comes in. When he has control over your finances. All right. And the digital ID is a big component of that. Okay, see, that ain't just gonna shut off of some random numbers. Well, whose chip is this? Whose chip is this? Who does this chip belong to? What is their name? Okay, or what is their date of birth? Oh, that's the individual that we've been looking for. This is the one that's been looking at that radical stuff on the internet. Well, hey, shut his chip off. Hey, deny his transactions. Okay. Basically trying to be like the Heavenly Father. Okay, the Most High blesses and he curses people. Okay, if you do what Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai told you to do, he blesses you. Okay, if you disobey Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, he curses you, brings calamities upon you. He makes your life a living hell, basically. Esau Edom wants that same power, man. It says that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here's wisdom, let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666, which we went into this plenty of times. Okay, the words there for the 666 is Chi, Psi, Stigma. Okay, which is basically, this man's plan wrapped up in, those numbers. When you go into it, okay, the Chi representing, the anointed, being anointed. Okay, his philosophy is really, which is what he told Eve in the garden, which pretty much he told her, you can be on a high level and you don't have to obey the Heavenly Father. That's not the only way for you to live life. Okay, you can be immortal, you can live forever and disobey Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai at the same time. The Most High don't want you to know that. Okay, so he's getting ready to try to make good on that promise, man. Okay, he's trying to get ready to prove to the whole world that this way works as well. You going down the left-hand path, but that ain't gonna work. Okay. And then the side, all right, you go into that, supporting, okay? And then the stigma, that's him solidifying it. How he's going to solidify this is putting that Charagma inside you, okay? So let's go to Revelation 14 and 9. It says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and you people are beast worshipers. Okay, what proved that is what happened in 2020. You people don't listen to anything else outside of what comes from the mainstream media, man. If Esau Edom ain't saying it, or his experts ain't saying it, you ain't rolling with it. Okay, so you damn sure ain't gonna listen to us when we tell you not to take the Charagma. Okay. If any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, okay, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone, which is talking about those missiles, in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb, because Yahweh Shai is coming back. Okay, see, what you people ain't going to realize is taking place is that Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is not going to allow this damn devil to set this deal up. Okay, because the Heavenly Father would be a liar if he allows Esau Edom to completely fulfill, what he wants to do. Okay, he's going to get to a certain point. He's going to roll the Charagma out, but Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is going to destroy him. Okay, before he reaches the point of him, making synthetic bodies and sleeves and all that, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is going to shut this shit down. Okay, because that will make the Heavenly Father a liar. The Heavenly Father already has stated multiple times what you need to do to be happy. Okay, to live a fun, fulfilled life, you got to obey the will of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. You got to do what he told you to do. That's the only way. Okay, if Esau Edom would be allowed to make good on his philosophy, all right, that would make the Heavenly Father a liar. Oh, there's another way to immortality. There's another way to live life down here on earth. We don't have to listen to the Heavenly Father. No, that's not true. Okay, you got to listen to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. The Most High is going to show the whole world that you got to listen to him. Okay, and respect and obey him when he destroys this damn devil. Okay, it says, and shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and the presence of the Lamb, because Yahweh Shai is coming back. Okay, and all you had to do was wait, and you could have been delivered and, been in the kingdom. Okay, living it up. But no, you was carnal. Okay, you wanted your consolation now, so you sided with Esau, Edom. Now look at you getting burned up. It says, and the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of the Most High and the faith of Yahushua, because those individuals, Salakia, that have faith in Yahushua, okay, that believe in his words, that don't take this Charagma, they are going to be delivered and set up in the new kingdom that's getting ready to be established down here on the earth. Okay, they're going to receive salvation, and Yahushua is going to pour out, perpetual blessings on them, man. Meanwhile, you individuals that disobey Yahushua, that chose the flesh over the spirit, you're going to be destroyed in thermonuclear fire. Okay, and this time is right around the corner. This deal is getting ready to go down, man. This is going to happen. They are getting ready to institute the Charagma. All right, so prepare yourself. Okay, so I just wanted to go into that. Yahushua willing, it was edifying. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem HaKadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elder bishops at Great Millstone. Shalom.